Hi there, welcome. My name is Sido and I'm one of the head coaches for Team Bass Poker. Today in this video, it is my pleasure to give you a quick walkthrough on how to install any Hand2Note packages, and we will pick the Team Bass Poker free HUD as example. So sit back, relax as we go through all the way from unzipping the HUD to setting up the game types correctly. Let's start. So first thing you need to do is to make sure you have an account registered with Hand2Note. So if you did buy Hand2Note, you already have an account. If you did not, so you need to make sure you have an account registered for free. To do that, you need to go to the Hand2Note official page and click on login. You click on here on register, and then you register with the email and a password. After that, this is the email you did use here, the email you need to send us or any HUD provider where you are buying your packages. So you send us this email to activate your package, and then you get an email that looks like this with a serial key. So the serial key, this is the key that you will need to copy and paste it into your Hand2Note. So you open Hand2Note, you go to configuration and then other option. This is where you need to enter the key. You just paste the key you have into in your email. You click on register, and then the application will need to restart. So after Hand2Note did restart, what we need to do is to check if the packages, we have the package in our account. So to do this, you need to go to configuration, then click on other option. Then we will have the name of the package you did both here. As you can see, the free Team Bass Poker HUD is now in our account. This is, by the way, a new installation of Hand2Note. This is not my own Hand2Note. This is the original file. So just to show you how to do this right from scratch and not on an old Hand2Note installation. Of course, it will work on an old one as well, but just to show you how to do this right from scratch. So now we are sure that we got the package installed in our account. This doesn't mean that the files or the HUD is ready to use. So this is just the first step. To install the files, then you will need to have the zip file. So every time you will buy a kind of packages, they will send you a zip file with the config folder of Hand2Note. So what we need to do is close Hand2Note, then open the zip file. So you can see here, this is the Team Bass Poker free HUD zip file, and make sure to double click if you have a folder with the name of the HUD. Double click, because what you need is the config folder and not the whole folder. So double click on it, you make sure to have the config folder ready. Then what you need to do is to go to the Hand2Note root folder. So if you don't know where it is installed, generally it is installed in your C folder, but in your program files C folder. But if you don't know, it's easy. You just go in your desktop or where you have the Hand2Note shortcut and right click on it, open file location, and then you will have the Hand2Note root folder. After that, easy, you just pick the config folder you have in the zip and you drag it into the Hand2Note folder. So you can see here, it's copying, it's taking all the stats, all the thing we need to pass into the config folder. It will take a moment, so we need to wait here till it copy everything. What is the most important is if it asks you to replace something, make sure to click on yes. So here it is moving the items, and then if you have one item that is the same, you click replace the file in the destination. This is how you do it. and as soon as it copy everything, you will have them ready for to use in the Hand2Note. So here, Hand2Note now did copy everything. We have the config folder, the new files into our config folder of Hand2Note, and now we need to start Hand2Note once again. So after the Hand2Note did restart, now we need to set up the game types. So to do this, we go to configuration, game types, and then you will have a list if you are new to Hand2Note or if it's a new installation. So you will have a list like this. If not, then you will have the parameters or like the HUDs and game types you did already set. So you can delete all those or leave them, your choice, and then create a new one. So new one, we will call it spins, and then we will choose the pop-up. So if you did buy a HUD with a pop-up, so for example the TBP family HUD, you will have the pop-up here and here the HUD. So if it's the free HUD, it will be the TBP free HUD. If it's the standard one, the family one, you will have two. So the flash one and the family one. So the flash one is close to the free one, so we will choose this as a HUD, and better to put it on the top just in case it doesn't clash with one of the ones already set here. The next parameter is very important, is to choose here tournaments. So we are playing tournament, not cash games. And then player in the hand 2 to 3 and table size 2 to 3. We play like table size of 3, but just in case we put 2 to 3. So this to set up that every single hand and every single tournament with those parameters will go with those with our HUD and our pop-up if you have a pop-up. And then the next parameter is very important as well, is who is reg. So who is reg is to set in your if you want to do some analysis, to set regulars and recreational. For spin and goes, we can't use those kind of standard stats that are given by Hand2Note, but if you play cash games or MTTs, you can use those. Here for spins, we will put here a high number, so like million, 10 million or whatever, and then the amount of hands depending on the sample you are playing. So if you play, for example, just 500 tournaments per month, then put here 100. So it will consider every player with 100 hand and more as a regular. If you play a medium sample like 2K, 3K games per month, then put here 300. And then if you are a player that is playing huge samples, you can put 500, you can put 800 here, depending on what you want to analyze. And then we click on save. So now we have everything saved. If it's a new installation, so you just import your hand into your Hand2Note. If it's not, and you have already some hands, you will need to clear the stats. So you click on clear stats and then build stats. So we clear the stats, we build the stats, and then we will have some hands. So I will stop it just to have a few hands. And as we can see here, some of my hands were uploaded, and here we go to report last tournament. We open a random tournament here and to see if our HUD is working. So here we can see that we have few panels here. And if we put this one here like this, the setup, like how to put them here is dependent on you. But we recommend something something like this. So if you open them like this, if you put them like this, should work fine.